Yo, what's good, everybody's Vic here. Today is Friday, May 22nd. I'll be going over today's trade recap. We caught a dub. Although this is a little clickbait, I ended up only holding for like a 1-to-1. I think I got out at 70. I think I really got out at 74. Or said but held for a 1-to-1. Um, Yeah, let me go over today's trade recap. Let me show y'all P&L. Again, before I say anything, I will be better at holding to my draws. Like for trades like this, there's an obvious take profit spot, which is right here, where I initially had it, my take profit. But again, like sometimes I just get a little bit antsy. I'm a grown ass man, but it's like once I get my 1-to-1, it's like I'm really cool with that. But again, like I really need to because I feel like my equity curve is getting smacked because of that. Like I could be making way more, and it's like if I'm going to get as much break evens and is my lot like if my win rate is not gonna be as high, I need to capitalize on full moves. I'm not gonna lie, I really do think this is such a plus trade in my opinion. I think we're gonna go take out the Asia highs by the end of this session. But like, if I really do believe that, I should at least be able to hold to here, like get my 1 to 1.5, which it was, but didn't do that. Need to do a better job of that. But yeah, let me show y'all P&L. And again, like smaller wins, like I gotta avoid those. I'm not mad at it, cause and I also didn't size right. Like I went 1 micro short. um, Again, I'm gonna talk about it in my weekly recap. I'm gonna go over, but like just little mental mistakes like that I just can't repeat. That adds up. Like, and I'm gonna go through um throughout like the mistakes I made this week that I could have been up way more than I am this week. So this week I'm almost ended up the week up just 1 R, not even though, but P&O on the day 1,970 across all accounts, which is around 400 per account. Again, like if I would have, because I didn't size correctly as well, and because I pulled early instead of holding to this full draw, that like stuff like that adds up is what I'm saying. Like costing me a more than a full win, and because I didn't size correctly, even though I did take a 1-to-1, I only ended up with like a 400 win. And some accounts is like, I'm gonna show you at the end, but it's like 390, 392, right? So let me just say 400. But anyway, let's come into the day. Coming into market open, I was bullish. I wanted longs. Higher time frame is bullish. We're disrespecting bear. We're respecting bulls. Um, and as you can see, we're just so close. Like again, everything started from this weekly gap. I wonder if anybody held from here. Started from this weekly gap, and now we are almost back at all-time high. So what I wanted to see was just a um tap into unfilled hourly gaps, and but at that time market open it was not created, but I wanted to see market tap into this 30-minute. I deleted it off my chart by now, but I wanted to see market tap into this unfilled 30-minute gap to then continue higher. But then coming into market open yeah, target coming to this 30-minute gap to then target London highs and Asia highs. But coming into market open, we initially leave this at this point in time. It was a 30-minute gap, by the way. Um, we leave this 30-minute gap. We don't tap into it. We end up taking London high. Then I'm like, dang, I might have to look for a 15-minute continuation. Which is, I really don't want a 15-minute continuation without a real higher time frame sponsorship. Don't get that. We end up completely reversing, and I'm getting excited at this point. At this time, the 1 hour gap is now fully created, as you can see here. But market does not. From here, I thought we are gonna get like a some type of 1 minute IFEG like this back to the upside. We end up not getting that. The market continues to dump a little bit more. But as we're dumping, this is giving us great structure. This is great LR. This is great structure, as you can see, for us to target. Like this is great LR. This is what you want to see when taking longs, right? Or taking any type of trade. This trend line right here. It's not, you feel me? I like what I'm seeing right here. Then as market starts to dump, I realize, boom, market comes in. We have an unfilled 15-minute gap right here. We create a super small SMT with ES at this time. Um, I believe it was with these. I believe it was with these. No, it was not that one. It was with these lows, right? No, that's MAQ. I'm bugging. Yeah, okay. It was with these lows. Create a SMT with ES with on those lows, right? 15-minute gap to unfilled 15-minute gap tap. Was it anything else? Yeah, it was an unfilled 15-minute gap tap. At this point in time, we now have a great structure. We get instant displacement back to the upside. We create a 1 minute IFEG. As you can see, it's the highest time frame inversion. And from here, we get a pretty inversion. I'm in off of here, stops at the body close, initially targeting these highs. Give me a nice 1 to 5. Great LR, great structure. We have another sweep of these. We have a sweep of these lows, which is also still hourly lows, right? So at this point, we just have confluence over confluence over confluence. SMT unfilled 15-minute gap tap, 1 hour intermediate low sweep. Right. I mean, you can't see it this time, but this was the low in the 1 hour gap. Right. 1 minute, 1 hour intermediate low sweeps, targeting great draws. We have Asia highs above us. We have great internal structure. This is a plus setup. I cannot take this. This is a great trade. It looks amazing. We are still so bullish. All time highs is just a little bit above us. This is like I can't say this enough. This is such a textbook trade. Boom, boom, boom. Then we just run. I'm out around here. Again, I gotta work on that. I could take accountability on that. I simply just need to do a better job of holding my, like, especially when it's like a wick like this, where it's like I know market is drawn towards, and not only is it just a wick like this, is a 5 minute intermediate high, right? So I know market is drawn to there, but again, like, I did a very poor job today of holding to my full to the full draws that I had. Again, I am like, the whole process of this bid was great, but execution wise, I'm gonna speak on it a little bit later. And just little stuff like this ends up hitting the full draw, get ends, but I'm out at like probably exactly like a 1 to 1. I'm out here disappointed in myself for not holding. It is what it is. I will be better on that for sure. Then from there then we just ran, right? Great bid, great execution. Um Again, like I previously said, I think we're gonna go hit Asia highs. Um, you can't ask for it. Like, all I'm asking is for market to consistently give me plays like this, and I will be satisfied. Just give me clean setups. Just give me clean inverses. I don't have to question it. Um, Man, like, I haven't looked yet, but I know everybody in the space took this. I know everybody in the ICC community took this. You can't ask for a better trade than this, man. Like, grateful. Let me show y'all my recap again, like, or before the recap, let me show y'all Tradeovate. And like yeah, like I previously said, 392 on the counts, 400/400. You feel me? Um, okay. /400. Now, these accounts are back break even essentially. I don't know why my drawdown has not back fully at 2000, but again, it's essentially 2000, and we're essentially break even, down 80, whatever. So I'm gonna just say break even. Up on the week, I'm gonna show y'all that during the recap. But yeah, just gotta keep stacking days, gotta keep following my process, and eventually I know we're finna get where we want to go. Next week is the last week of May. How I know May already flew by. It's crazy, bro. But yeah, this is the trade. 15-minute gap tap, 1 minute IFEG, targeting higher draws. Very can play. We'll say I have to work on holding some full targets. I already said that. Weekly recap, May 18th to May 22nd. 2 on 3s on 2 for 3 on trades this week. 4 break even trades. Crazy. Got to continue just staying in process and stacking days. Couple mental mistakes this week that could have had me. What up? Had me further along. Just have to make sure I learn from them. Not crazy, not up crazy this week, but glad I could end the week green. Hope I can go on a run from here. Looking forward to next week. But yeah, let me go through here. Ended up the week up $364. So that's not even 1 R. Technically, that's like 0.7 R if the math is right, 0.7 R, whatever. I'm just glad, like looking like again, like it be looking like I'm making no progress. Um, it be looking like I'm making no progress, but at the end of the day, we are up. Um, and again, like I think again, it's more so the one-to-ones. Um, got to do a better job of holding. Um, yeah, hitting at a 70% rate this week. Yeah, just hoping we can go on a run. I feel like right now, like I previously said, I feel like I'm break even. Like I just need to not only do I gotta take better bids and I gotta hold for longer, hold to my draws, um fully like capitalize fully on moves. And what I was previously going to say on the mental mistakes this week, let me go through them this play I knew it was fishy and I didn't fade it. This was Wednesday's play. This minuscule 15-minute gap tap into an inversion. And I know today we did have a minuscule 15 gap tap as well. But because we still were in the hourly, I think it's a completely different situation. Was still in the hourly. What else? Yeah, we were still in the hourly resweep of these lows. Like it just wasn't the same at all. If I would have faded this, I'm pretty sure I would have taken the next. We had a resweep of the lows into a 2 minute IFEG. I mean, it didn't close all the way, but I think I still would have taken it. That cost me this week, right? And this day yesterday, my break even point was right here. Um, After we put in these lows, once took these lows and NQ took these lows, like this new intermediate low in the leg, I went break even here instead of keeping my break even the same, and because of that, that costed me on this wick. We went up, stopped me out, then we ran, right? So just little stuff like this cost me, and I could be in a better position than I was here. Like I'm not mad at any of the trades I took. Super clean. Just gotta, you feel me, just gotta do a better job on certain stuff. Attention to detail. But again, like not mad at this week. Could have been up more, could have been up less, you feel me? I just, again, thank God I'm gonna control what I'm gonna control, what I can't control. I'm gonna follow my process. No longer gonna break my rules, I promise you that. One trade a day, one win a day, one loss a day. Gonna do a better job of holding. Let's go over the news docket because this week we only had one day of news. Didn't really like that. Market was a little slow. Oh my goodness, Monday's a no trade day because it's a bank holiday. The next week we only have 4 week on the docket. No news Tuesday. Wow, it's still only one news day next week. It is what it is. I think that's really all I have. Yeah, that's really all I have. Again, like I always say, we finna be rich as shit. There's no doubt about that. We finna make it. Why not us, bro? Like I really believe that y'all been on this journey for a minute, bro. And I'm sure the fruits of my labor are going to start paying off. I promise. I'm going to go on a run, bro. I'm going to go on a run, bro. I'm saying it right now. May 22nd, Friday, 2026, bro. I'm finna go on a run, but by the grace of God, not by my power, but God. Like you feel me? I'm going to go on a run. I'm finna go on a run, bro. Um, that's all I gotta say, man. Why don't you Vic out, bro? We finna be rich as shit, bro. I love y'all. Peace.